Alrighty, so we are streaming. Today is part 2 of our YouTube series for this week. So YouTube strategies for real estate pros, we're calling this. Yesterday, we went through ways YouTube can help your business. We went through some types of videos you might make. For those of you who were here earlier, I was just talking about how you can actually stream Zoom webinars to YouTube. So I'll add that as a bullet point, stream Zoom webinars to YouTube. Just put a note there. And then we actually spent a little bit of time in Screencast-O-Matic messing around with the features and functionality in there. So definitely check out yesterday's part 1 if you want to know anything about that stuff. One thing that I forgot to do yesterday on yesterday's video, and maybe one of the first things I wanted to jump into today, was don't forget, this is a YouTube tip, don't forget to tell people to smash the like button and subscribe. So you guys have all seen big YouTubers do that, and it is a good thing to do. The YouTube algorithm likes it when people are liking and engaging, and you want to build a subscriber list. So early on in your videos, as you hear me doing right now, I will say things like, hey, if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube or you're watching the stream, please go down below and smash the like button, which is like right here, right? And subscribe. And you see it, we're already subscribed to our own channel here. Oh, also, I always forget this. Tick the notification bell and be notified about all videos. So you don't want to miss out on any of our awesome, high quality real estate marketing content. So you want to do something like that. So we'll start with that today. Put calls to action to like and subscribe in your videos. And then the second thing that I forgot to mention yesterday, I just added a bullet point here, was in your actual videos, don't forget to use the text overlays to make calls to action to kvCORE based properties. So I'll show you what I mean by that here. So let's just bring this over. I was making some very nice, high quality cross-eyed videos earlier today. But here's kind of the demo video we were doing yesterday. And what you can do is things like add a text overlay. We talked about how to do this, but use your kvCORE smart number, for example, and say text deals to 727, I always forget the number, 595-4792, whatever that is, that's not the right number, to see a current list of opportunities in Pinellas County map, right? Something like that, whatever your main niche is. And then you could have that be persistent for the whole length of the video by dragging R here. So the video could be about anything, but think about using one of your text codes, whatever your main niche text code is, and putting that there. You could also, if you're doing a video about a listing, you can have people text the MLS number to your smart number so that they instantly get pricing and other details on that. One tactic there would be not to mention the price in your video, but have them text to get the price of the property. So just a refresher, I think most of you guys know this, but the way we build smart codes is we go to Lead Engine, we go to Call and Text Capture, and then you can build as many of these as you want right in here. So my deals one, for example, says, hey, here's that Pinellas deals link. And then I ask a quick question as a follow-up. So you can put text calls to action in. You can put your own cell number in there if you want to have people just call you. Another technique would be to put a kvCORE landing page in. So I have my 727realestatedeals.com page, which is just a domain I bought, and it redirects to a kvCORE landing page. So in the actual video itself, saying text deals, I could say visit 727realestatedeals.com if you're to see some great opportunities, something like that. Get rid of this phone call, sorry. All right, so don't forget calls to action, and the two, don't forget to tell people like, smash, subscribe, and then use the overlays in your video to make calls to action to kvCORE based assets. Let me just check the comments here. Hey guys, great. Jeff created a website tour. Jeff, if you're not shy and you want to drop the link to it, the YouTube link to it, I'm sure everybody would enjoy watching that, but you don't have to. But yeah, we mentioned creating website tours yesterday. It's a really good one. It's a good way to make sure that somebody who opts into your site, they have so many different options, places they can go search. They can go search on Zillow, they can go search on Realtor. But if you can highlight something about your site, it could be content that you created or some reason why they want to browse through something cool, you have a better chance of them using your site on an ongoing basis. So yeah, awesome to hear, Jeff. Okay, so let's continue on. We've got lots of bullet points. It's a meaty subject, lots to get through. So there was a question yesterday about how to create a YouTube channel that isn't like your personal YouTube account. So, and you can do that. You can create brand channels off of the one main YouTube account that have like a different name to them and, different set of subscribers and everything else. So yesterday I was stumbling and bumbling trying to remember how to do that. It's actually quite simple. You just go to youtube.com/account when you're logged into YouTube. And then in this middle section right here, you can see the second hyperlink. It says add or manage your channels. So you can do that. I, over the years, have amassed a nice collection of them, but you can see you can have a lot of these. And some of these are things that other people have invited me into over the years, and some are just brands that I've created. So you'll see the create a channel right here. We'll add a channel name. So let's actually, I'm going to make a legit one that I might actually use. We'll do Propertunity Knox, Pinellas County Real Estate Deals. So this is a niche branded channel where my plan would probably be to feature things related to great deals in Pinellas County, right? So I understand. I'm creating a new Google account with its own settings. Click create. Now you do log into this through your main Gmail account though, your main Google account, and then it's available as an option. What? Well, why? Why is that name restricted? Here, I'll just do Pinellas County Real Estate Deals. It didn't like that. Maybe I had a dash in it or it was too long. It had 100 characters. Let's see if this will let me do it. Huh. Okay, so when I first did that, this is a little bit of bugginess, I think, with Google. So it threw out that first name, then it said this channel does not exist. When I click up here, this is where I'm kind of in here and I can go to your channel. And now I can start uploading videos. So I just want to spend a few minutes today just mentioning, a few pointers for how to kind of skin out your channel. You'll see this customized channel up top. Another thing I will mention is I did get some keywords in there, right? Real estate, Pinellas County. That's something to think about because your channel can rank for terms. So if you're in a local market, you might want to do something, the area plus real estate, kind of common sense, but that makes sense. And then customized channel, there's this kind of wizard that it'll walk you through. And you could do a channel trailer for people who haven't subscribed. So you can record a video that kind of introduces your channel. You can do featured video for returning subscribers. I'm going to key in on probably the branding right here. So if you click over to the second tab, branding, you'll want to go through the work to kind of upload a few things, right? So you want this P, because it was Pinellas County, you'll want to make that a picture of a house or something, right? So here, let's just do this. I'm just going to do this quickly, and I can change this later, but house icon. Grab some generic, save image as icon. And this is kind of the boring stuff, but when you set up a new channel, this is what you want to do, right? Like that. So that'll change that P to that. And then the banner image, just hitting publish because I don't know if it's going to save that. I don't always trust. There we go. It kind of saved it. And then the banner image, it needs to be 2048 by 1152. And a tip here would be to use Canva. Now, I just took a quick screenshot of something. And this will not be great looking. You could just do the quick kind of ugly thing here, and it'll be kind of your banner image. But I just want to remind everybody, and we're not going to spend a ton of time on this step, but Canva has built-in YouTube art. So if I want to do, say, social media, and you scroll through here, I'm pretty sure we'll see a YouTube. Maybe I need to just search YouTube channel art. and there will be some templates, and it'll be the right size. So you could use, one of these already existing ones and swap out your own information and make a pretty nice little channel art. Right. I don't know. I don't think the icons are appropriate, but and then I can put some pictures of houses around this, and kind of just does it really quick. Go like that. And then I can click the share up top and download this, and then upload it to the YouTube channel. So let's just do it. You guys finding this part useful? I know this is kind of elementary, but just for people who've never done this before, I figured it might be useful just to see. Here we go. This flow. Okay, not sure that worked correctly, but you can play with that. You can also put a watermark that appears on all your videos down here. So if I go to my channel, there you go. So just a little bit of art. Then uploading videos, pretty self-explanatory. You just click upload video. You can directly upload from Screencast-O-Matic and other tools. But this is kind of the very, very basic setup. So I just want to spend a few minutes on that. Okay. So, and you can create as many brand channels as you want. Another tip, this is an idea I've had for a long time, and I've never done it. I've always thought it would be cool to build a collaborative YouTube channel where there are multiple creators. For example, we could all build one channel that was like real estate deals, and then in all our markets just be uploading to one channel. And the logic to that would be that you'd have more videos on the channel will get stronger and stronger, kind of like safety in numbers. But just know that you can invite other people to be a manager on your channel. That's the bottom line. So I think you go to settings here on the left. Boy, I always forget. Just know that you can do it. Sorry, I always have to Google how to do that. There's a place where you can invite other people as a manager. And if you're at an office or you have a team, think about creating a local real estate channel where you have like 5 agents, 10, 100 agents. Maybe the office, every agent is a manager on the channel. I don't know if there's a limit to that. And everybody's uploading videos. Could be an interesting way to generate lots of traffic, for your business or your team. And then, as the broker or the team leader, you could require everybody to do 1 video a week. Right. And you have like your video, you have your YouTube channel team, 5 agents, they're all doing 1 video a week. And then the channel, everybody benefits from collaboration. Okay. All right. Now let's go a little bit into kind of what to do when you upload a video, like adding titles, descriptions, tags in order to enhance SEO. I'm not the best at this. I've never kind of used YouTube intentionally this way in a consistent fashion, but I know a fair amount about SEO, and I've read a bunch of articles and watched videos about this. I will mention that there are tons of videos about how to video on YouTube, like, how to become a YouTube creator. So and how to gain the YouTube algorithm. So I put a couple of links right here in the doc, which I realize I might not have shared with you guys. So I'll defer to a lot of that stuff, but let's just upload a video as an example and kind of talk about some of the options as we do that. So I'm just going to quickly download this demo video that I have here. Actually, so with Screencast-O-Matic, I could save it to my hard drive, but this will be kind of cool. Let me show you guys how to add the new channel and connect it to Screencast-O-Matic. Right? So right here where you click upload to YouTube, I have some channels already connected, but right here I can click add account. And we just kind of created our new brand channel and we're logged in. So I'm going to click open web browser. I'll pick my account, and then that brand channel hopefully should be available. It is. And then I can click that and it'll connect up to Screencast-O-Matic. So that's how you would, if you want the direct upload there. And of course, you can just upload raw files. You can sign into the YouTube app on your phone. So if you take any videos on your phone, you're going to want to upload straight from your phone. That's another way to get videos in. But I thought it might be cool to just show that. Did that work? It did. And then we're just going to do example video for our title. So this title, this description, great listing, Pinellas County. You can put tags in right here, real estate, Pinellas. All right, and then I'll publish this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to upload the video, but we're going to go into YouTube and really look at some of those options. We just kind of did an abbreviated version of writing those things real quick in Screencast-O-Matic, but let's dig deeper here. So copy link. I'm pretty sure you can change the channel name, but don't hold me to that, Jeff. Well, that's weird that the confirmation email took that long. Maybe they were having a glitch or something. So here's that video. It just takes a minute to render up. And then if you edit the video, we'll see some options. So the title is, think of it like the headline of the video. It's probably one of the biggest things that will affect the SEO. So if I was trying to make sure that if somebody was searching Gulfport real estate, I might say like 123 Main Street, Gulfport, Florida real estate listing. I don't want it to be unnatural, and I don't want to keyword stuff, they call it, like try to get the keywords in, but try to make the title of the video somewhat related to something you would want to rank for if you can. So if it's a listing, get the city name in there. If it's something like a business, like pizza shop in St. Pete, Florida, and then put the name of the pizza shop. So just think about that with your title. The description is a good idea to have kind of a detailed description that also has the keywords. Think of this as kind of like more content that can get crawled. So we just got this great new listing for Florida. It's got, put remarks here. So just make it nice and long and lengthy. And then you can have links to other things in your description. So you can say for a detailed list of other list of links to real estate deals in Pinellas, click here. And then in my case, I would use my deal links page. And there's a reason I'm doing this is Google and search engines, they like when you provide resources and you link out to content, basically things that are related. So I'm giving myself a backlink from YouTube to my KV course site when I do this. See, this isn't YouTube, but somebody can go there, and the content that I'm linking out to is similar to the keywords and stuff that I have in the video. So think a little bit about just making it all kind of related and flow together. You can also text deals to, right? If you want, right? There's the text code call to action. Another tip, guys, is you can timestamp the video. And the way to do that is just say like 1:30. Here's what's in this video. This is time consuming, and I'm not great about doing it myself. I should do it more for these. Probably need like an assistant or have one of my kids do it. But here's what's in this video. 1:30, tour of the kitchen. 2 minutes, the bathroom. And if you do it like this, where you kind of have the times, when you save the description, it'll link to each of those timestamps within the video. And Google likes this. You're making things better for the viewer and more user-friendly. So there's a better chance that your video will rank because you're doing things like this. Let's go down to this next section. The thumbnail is definitely important. You guys have all seen the YouTubers with silly faces, right? They put a lot of work into their YouTube thumbnails. I'm not suggesting you need to do that, but try to come up with something that's kind of consistent that people will get used to seeing in their subscription stream. We talked about that yesterday, how like, I actually, if you go to your subscribers, they all kind of have their own look and feel. So let me do this real quick. Save this. I want to show you guys this again. YouTube I'm going to switch out of that account for a minute and then go back, but I think this is important on the thumbnail front. So remember yesterday I showed you the subscriptions that I have, and some people have like a consistent look. Here's Chico Crypto. He always has like something like that. The crypto guys for some reason have the outrageous faces and stuff. But there's this guy, Johnny Bravo, who always had a black background with white text. And of course, I'm not going to be able to find it. But I thought it was really cool because in my stream, I always know it's one of his videos. And it becomes like the branding, right? So Bravo. Let's see. Oh, he's not even doing it, but he started to put his own picture in the video. For a while, he was only doing the black background with text. And if you guys have noticed, I wonder if anybody here has noticed that we're using green with white text on a lot of our videos at Inside Real Estate. So come here. And I usually end up going back later and putting them on, but like these, and it kind of becomes your brand. So think about your thumbnails, be a little intentional. Maybe you just put your logo, on the thumbnail. I keep a little Google Draw template hanging around, and it's the IRE YouTube thumbnail. And I just kind of have it here. You can have your logo sitting there. I have it bookmarked and saved, and you just change the name of your video, and it always kind of looks consistent and the same. So that's what I'm trying to say. So think about your thumbnail, come up with like a consistent shtick for it. Okay, so going back here. I'm just getting back in so I can edit this video back to the, you see what you do. You can switch between the channels by clicking the icon at the top. There it is. Okay, continuing on with this video. All right, click edit video. Okay, and then so pick a good thumbnail. You can change that here. You can also grab one of the thumbnails that the video kind of chose if you want. If you just want to be lazy. And a lot of times I'll do that and I'll go back later and add a thumbnail. A lot of bigger YouTubers, they have assistants who just do that part for them. You can create playlists. It's kind of cool in YouTube. So playlists are just kind of like that. They're kind of groupings of videos. So, great deals. I can create a playlist that's like, maybe it's real estate tips, right, for buyers, tips for sellers. And playlists are things you can create later and assign your videos to as you create a lot of content. So if you find that you've done 10 business tours or 10 neighborhood tours, you would do a playlist for neighborhood tours, and then you can actually embed the whole playlist or link to the whole playlist later if you want. This video is not made for kids thing is so confusing the way they word this. Just pick no, it's not made for kids. And that psychologically to me makes it sound like, oh, it's like not safe for work and it's like adult content. But no, you want to choose to know it's not made for kids. Whatever programming geek at YouTube came up with this kind of just did it in a confusing way. So, but they make you choose this and just do no. And then let's see, allow automatic chapters. I usually don't even look at this stuff down here. You kind of just leave it, but look through it yourself. You can disable comments if you want, and you can play with some of these other settings. But usually I just kind of leave those alone. One other thing I'll mention on the right side here: if you're doing a video that you don't want the public to be able to find, maybe it's a listing that isn't on the MLS yet, but you're kind of doing the marketing for it. You want to get it live. You can just set it as unlisted, and nobody will be able to find it. So unless you directly give them the link. So I'll do this sometimes. Say you're doing an ad for retargeting and you have your thank you video on there, right? For a retargeting video, you need the YouTube link to run the ad. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Well, but you don't want everybody who's subscribed to your channel to just see that in their feed. You can put it as unlisted, but anybody who has a direct link, or if you want to use the link in ads, it's still able to do. If you choose private, you don't want to, you're basically saying, hey, this video can only be seen by me. So if you try to share the link, nobody's going to be able to view it. So I usually go with unlisted. If you want it to be totally private, you can do that. And you can also invite people to look at the video one at a time if you want. Oh, is that right? Celso says it's for monetization. The pay is low if it's for kids. Interesting. Okay. That makes sense. You can also schedule your videos if you want. And yeah, so and then over here, you can set end screens, subtitles. There are things that you can't do until you verify the channel, and Google will let you know. Sometimes you need to just like verify a cell number that you're a real person after you create the channel. And it looks like some of those features are locked out, but you can add links to other videos that you have, little, those little overlays you see on YouTube. You can kind of add that stuff here. I'm quite lazy with this, but I've heard that it's a good thing to do to get more engagement. As your video ends, you have people click to see another video, or during the video, you mention something and you say, hey, I have a video about that thing right up there. And then cards are similar things that you can add on the end. So I'm not going to go deep, but just kind of giving you guys a tour of some of the YouTube functionality. There is an editor that's built in. I find it really kind of wonky to use, but it is useful for trimming your videos. So if you click editor on the left side, you can kind of trim out. And I find myself doing this, especially with live streams like this, where maybe the first minute or two is just housekeeping or dead stuff. Sometimes I'll trim like a minute off the front, right here. So you can use trim, kind of go like that. You hit preview, and then you can save the new version like that. There's some, you can add audio in the background and things like that. So just a little bit. Hopefully I didn't go too fast on that. I probably missed a few things, but as with everything that you use, you just go through and click stuff and get a tour of it. And I apologize for those who this was super, super basic for. It's just one of those things, like you kind of want to be aware that this stuff exists in the platform. And then YouTube algorithm tips. There's a couple of links that I included here. Let's just go to this blog post. We'll go through real quick. So keywords we mentioned, right? Think about what people might be searching for. There are tools like TubeBuddy that you can pay for that'll help you find keywords. You can also type stuff into google.com and kind of get ideas. So if I go to google.com and I do Gulfport, Florida real estate, you can see that the auto suggest gives some other related terms. So you might find that to be useful if you're not sure how to title it. Just start typing in stuff that's, similar to, and see if you can work in some of the other things. These are basically things that other people have searched for, right? If Google's suggesting them. So pay attention to your keywords. Keep them in your video descriptions. We kind of mentioned that. Make sure you tag your video. I don't think I did that. What you're going to want to do is, you don't want to tag stuff and have a lot of tags in there, but putting a few tags in the video, especially tags that are related to other videos in your area that are getting a lot of views, is a good idea. And tools like TubeBuddy will help you do that well. Let me go back in here and look at. I think I made that video unlisted, so it shows that I have no videos. Jasper.io is ringing a bell. Is that a YouTube tool? You can look at it. Oh, no, never mind. I haven't, Raphael. I thought there's a couple of these YouTube tools. I thought that's what you're talking about. Where are our tags, actually? Did they get rid of them? Oh, no, here they are. It's the show more down at the bottom. And then sometimes if you have tags that are similar to other videos that are getting a lot of views, it can help you, because you know how you're watching YouTube a lot of times, it'll show you other videos on the right side. This stuff over here. And giving tags is one of the ways that Google knows what to suggest. So if you have another, say, agent who's big on YouTube in your market, and they're posting a lot of videos, a lot of times you'll see that you'll be on your video, and then you'll see a few of theirs on the right side. Well, you want to be suggested as well. So try to have tags that are kind of related. I wouldn't waste a ton of time on that. I'd focus more on doing more videos, but as you get more advanced and your channel grows and you have more content, these are things that you want to start to pay a little attention to a little more. And of course, the idea here is that you want to build viewers and have more subscribers, and these are things that will help you do that. So scrolling through, cross-check YouTube and Google results, it's probably just saying the same thing, like see what comes up for stuff related. Longer videos versus shorter videos. I think this is kind of a thing I've heard multiple things on, where it's kind of good to have at least 10 minutes. But now the algorithms also favor under 60-second videos. It's one of those things you hear all kinds of stuff. Just make your content good and make sure people watch it. That seems to be what YouTube wants you to do. So video view session, the percentage of your video watched is important to the algorithm, people suspect. They like subscriber interaction. So if you can get people to comment in your video, so if you can say, hey, you're doing a property tour, hey, please comment below, let me know what you think about the kitchen. Let the seller know, do you like the blue, do you like the countertop color, or don't you like it? Or if you're doing like a new build or something, hey, do you think this is a good floor plan or whatever? And the more interaction you get, the better. Add end screen video recommendations, and then your thumbnails and thumbnails. So we talked about some of that stuff, just something to watch out for. Okay, so I think we're pretty good for today. I think we can leave, we'll leave some of this stuff for tomorrow. We'll get into just some of the basics of using YouTube videos and KV Core landing pages, setting the home screen background, some basics that you probably know a lot of, adding YouTube videos to emails. And then the big thing we'll do tomorrow is we'll run YouTube ads for our videos. So Jeff says, what is the Google app for the thumbnail? Do you mean Canva? Is that what you mean? How we built the thumbnail? So they just have like some templates in there. Not sure what other Google app you might be referring to. Google Draw. Yeah. Oh, so all I do, I just use Google Drive like this. Right. And I do new, and it's Google Drawings right here. So docs.google.com/drawings. And then for my simple thumbnail, I just do insert shape. I'll grab a square and kind of make the whole thing like that. And then, maybe you're just going to have your color scheme. And then maybe, let's make one real quick. So I searched for images in the Google library, and it can just pull it straight in for me. Click insert, it says creating. So, and I can take that, do that. I don't know, something like that. And then, I just do a little text box here, title of video. This is kind of the quick hacky way to do thumbnails. And then kind of important, you want the thumbnail to be a specific dimension. I use the 640 by 360 or 1280 by 720. Those are both the same. I kind of have just memorized those over the years. Here, 640. I'll explain why in a second here. 640 by 360. I think if you use the Canva tool, like it'll download as a 1280 plus set by 720. This is so that when you upload the thumbnail, it doesn't have a weird white border around it. So what I do, just me, is I use my screen capture tool on this whole canvas. Make this big. And I hit my print screen. I use Lightshot Screenshot, and then I try to get as close as I can to 640 by 320 by 360. You see the number up at the top left. I know it's super tiny on your computers, guys. Sorry about that, but this is just telling me. So try to get your image to be 640 by 360, and then it'll upload cleanly without a border in the thumbnail. If that's not something you really care all that much about, then fine. If you don't mind having the white border, but so I'll do this. Get close. Save it, and then going back to the video, upload thumbnail. Oh yeah, gain access to use this feature. This is what I said they would eventually prompt you. You can't do custom thumbnails, so you verify your phone number. It's so silly. So then I just put my phone number in and do that. It takes a second to do. So yeah, that's how. And then you guys might have noticed I have this graphics stuff folder bookmark. And I have my IRE thumbnail, I have one for thanks.io, and some different canvases for Google Draw that I can just hop to real quick. It's kind of like a productivity trick. So I could grab this one. We'll do prop Pinellas deals thumbnail. And then I would just drag that to that folder for graphic stuff. And I can come to this anytime really quickly and just edit it and re-screenshot it. Just a little bit of hackiness. Hacks. Okay, so that's kind of what I got today. Give me some feedback, guys. You finding this useful? I know a lot of it's basic stuff, but there's kind of a lot to YouTube, you know, and it's such an important channel. It's like the new TV. I think it's the new TV for a lot of us. A lot of people don't touch it, but you know, I really think a lot of the kids are living on there. That the people who are going to be buying houses for you in 5 years or in 10 years, they've been on YouTube for the last 5 or 10 years steady. So, and I don't think a lot of our competition has really gotten the hang of it. Sure, that there are some people just consistent and killing it, and they've picked a channel like YouTube. Asking, yeah, what trouble have you had with Google Draw? Is there anything specific? Or is it, do you want to one-on-one around it? Like what's the, might be a cool session for us to do. Maybe because I've used it so much, I tend to maneuver in it fast. You know, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but I find it to be way easier than using like Photoshop or Pixlr. You know, you can't make stuff that's as cool, but it's free and it's fast and easy. I also love that everything just gets saved. It's Google, you know, in your Gmail account. Yeah, maybe next week, Raphael. Maybe we'll do a graphics session. Would everybody find that useful? We'll do a session about like creating ads and graphics and the hacky me way, not designery Photoshop way. All right, I'll catch up with you, Raphael, for maybe Tuesday or Wednesday next week. We'll do that. That'd be a cool session. Cool. All right. So any other questions related to KV, this topic or anything related to KV Core? I have some time, you know, 10, 20 minutes. If you guys have anything, just kind of wait a minute. Oh, and I will mention, this is so funny, guys. Last week, we did a session about manual listings, right? Or where was that? A KV Core coming soon funnel. That was the video. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but I put it on the site and left it there. And I just realized today, I actually put the ad demo went live, and that explained it. But we got like a really good lead on this listing that wasn't listed. So definitely watch that video. I mean, there's something to it. People are so starved for inventory right now. You know, it's just kind of interesting. You know, I'm not, I wouldn't say this, but I could see, you know, if you have a house you think you might be listing, or maybe like your house or a friend or a relative's house. Is my brother's house. I don't know. Maybe throw it up there as a coming soon. Just, I hope nobody hears me say this. We're kind of late in the session, so I don't think too many people will watch that. And there's probably some ethical things there. Don't do what I say. I'm just kind of joking around. Not financial advice. But we did accidentally generate a lead from that, and it, you know, it was up there in a nice price range. So the broker Delia was like, "What are you advertising that? It's not even listed." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll get it off." She's like, "No, somebody's interested." Like, oh, cool. So that's kind of how things happen in this business, right? Just taking action and doing things results in activity, I guess, sometimes. I probably generate more leads on accident doing these sessions with you guys than I do for real. All right. Well, I'm not seeing any questions, so we can just call it a day. Tomorrow we're gonna focus in on a few more things around using YouTube with KV Core and getting a few YouTube ads live in the Google Ads dashboard. That'll be it. And this replay will be available instantly on the YouTube channel, as always. And then see you tomorrow. In the meantime, don't forget to check out the Facebook group, insiderealestate.com/Facebook group. All right, thanks, guys. Raphael, I'll catch up with you about that about next week.